Hello there, and welcome back to the MedSpa CEO Collective. I am Mechelle Barras, registered nurse, seven-figure med spa owner, and business coach that helps CEOs like you in the aesthetic space scale with clarity and confidence. Today, we're talking about something that's not fun, but it's definitely necessary, and that is how to protect yourself from lawsuits in the aesthetics industry. With a background in policing, I'm all about following the rules, so you want to make sure that you're up to date. Whether you are offering injectables, laser treatments, or just opening your first med spa, this topic matters. One legal misstep can cost you more than money. It can damage your reputation, it can impact your license, and your peace of mind. But here's the good news. With the right systems and the understanding, you can confidently protect your business. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We also have our free Facebook group, the MedSpa CEO Collective. There is a link below in the show notes. And don't forget, I'm having the free 4-day challenge kicking off on May 29th, where I'm going to walk you through how to plan your first 10K or more spa event so that you can grow your revenue with strategy. Again, it's free. It's inside our Facebook group. I'll give you a little bit more details towards the end of today's video. Let's first start off with the hard truth. Med spa owners are especially vulnerable to lawsuits because we're in a unique space. Medical meets beauty. A lot of providers don't fully understand the legal and regulatory side of what we do. Here are the most common reasons med spas end up in some legal trouble. You've got med spas that are performing medical procedures without proper supervision. This is a big one. You also have poor documentation or lack of consent from your clients, unsatisfied clients who weren't properly educated on what they were having done, or you're delegating treatments to an unlicensed staff. Perhaps you're offering outside of the scope in your state, or you have no malpractice or liability insurance in place. These are all common reasons why many med spas get themselves in trouble. So you want to make sure that you understand them all and that you're not operating in that capacity. So let's talk about how to prevent those situations and protect your business. Number one, you need to know your state laws. Not every state allows for non-physician owned med spas, and the rules around supervision, delegation, and prescriptive authority do vary widely, so make sure you understand those in your state specifically. If you don't, hire a healthcare attorney in your state. You should at least consult with one to get the bare minimum done. Do not rely on what you think you heard in a training or what someone else might have told you that isn't a reliable source that if push comes to shove and you need them to testify in a court of law, they'll stand up and testify on your behalf. Number two, make sure that you set up your business properly. Make sure your business structure is correct. Many places use an MSO, which is a management service organization. That might be required in your state. So you just want to make sure if it is, you are dotting that I and crossing that T. Make sure you have a clear written agreement with your medical director in place that you understand and he or she understands what their role is in your business. If you missed the episode that we had on choosing the right business structure for your med spa, go back and watch my breakdown on many med spa business structures to make sure you have yours correct. Number three, use comprehensive consent forms. No longer can you use generic spa waivers. It's just not going to cut it in the medical world and not as we move forward and advance in society. Use treatment-specific attorney-approved consent forms. Again, nothing should be left untouched. You need to include risks, the outcomes, pre and post care instructions, and make sure you're having your clients sign off that they're receiving all of this information. Get signed consent every single time you do a treatment. Regardless of what the treatment is, regardless of the day that they're having it done, you want to make sure you have that repeat consent. You're asking, have any medications changed, any changes in your medical history, and all of these are being documented because you never know when they might say, well, He or she never asked me if I was taking an antibiotic or if I was on blood thinners. Always, always ask. Many digital systems, digital EMRs, Aesthetic Record, Boulevard, TouchMD, Intake Q, many things can help you streamline this and create a legal trail so that you have that to show that you are keeping your clients informed. You want to make sure you're keeping excellent documentation. If it is not documented, it did not happen. I know that I used to refer in policing that it was basically a story and you were giving it to someone who was not there and they have no recollection of what's going on, and you have to basically teach it to them. So your documentation should read as such, that if a person who knows nothing about this field looks at your documentation, they can visually get a picture of what it is that you have done with this client, or what the client said, or how the client responded, what the outcome was, or the side effects that you visibly saw or that you heard, anything. Document, 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 document. You want to document your before and after photos. I think I'm just going to keep saying this word, document. Making sure that your charting includes your products, what lot numbers, the dose, the sites when you're injecting. Perhaps you have a face diagram where you're drawing arrows into the lips as to how you're injecting lips, or you're putting your units that you're injecting in regards to your neurotoxins in the face. Many of the EMRs are now so robust that you could actually take a picture of your client and use their real-time face to actually document on, so that you're actually showing their actual face with what you did with them. If you're inserting, a pilot hole here to actually get in and do some filler, you're doing that. Remember, document, document, document every concern that the client mentions, even if it feels like something minor. Make sure you document it. If for some reason your client has a side effect that isn't normal, out of the norm, maybe their sugar drops, or they get a little woozy or lightheaded, anything like that, make sure that you're documenting it. One, for you for legal reasons. Two, when this client comes back for repeat treatments, you have history and knowledge of how to respond to this client should you need to change the way you approach them. Number 5, make sure that you train your team. Do not assume that your staff knows better. Train on HIPAA, train on consent, their scope of practice, delegation, customer service, and my favorite word of the day, documentation. Create written protocols and make sure that you have training manuals that outline everything that you want your employees to do. Number 6, make sure that you're carrying the right insurance. Do you have general liability insurance, professional liability insurance, also known as malpractice? Are your providers carrying their own professional liability insurance? You also might want to check into cybersecurity insurance for all the client data that you are keeping. If you are like I was up until 2 months ago, still doing paper charting, make sure that that client information is secured when you leave at night. Make sure that it's locked up and that no one can get to it. You want to make sure that you're protecting everything, which goes along with insurance for your building, all of your devices that you have. Everything needs to have insurance on it. Even if you are a solo provider, even if you are extra careful, number 7, set clear boundaries. Legal trouble doesn't always have to be in a clinical sense. It can come from poor boundaries too. So make sure that you don't overpromise results to clients. One of the biggest things that I always tell my clients, especially when we do a big peel event every year, and a client will come back and say, but I didn't peel. I never promised that you would peel. Depending on the integrity of your skin, I don't know what's going to happen. So in the pre and post care instructions, we make sure that we are mentioning, you may peel, you may not peel. Some people peel like crazy. Some people don't peel at all. That does not mean that you didn't still get an amazing treatment. It just might mean if for some reason you don't peel, that your skin is in better optimal health than someone who isn't, or that your barrier is protected. But don't think that because you don't peel, you didn't get a great treatment, because you did. Make sure that you're being cautious with your friendships. You don't want to blur those business lines with your friends. You want to make sure that you're protecting your energy and your license with clear expectations. I remember early on when we were just starting out, we were so focused on delivering amazing results. It was easy to overlook the boring and crucial things like documentation and insurance. We never had a major issue, knock on wood, but I've had coaching clients come to me after getting cease and desist letters, complaints to the medical board, or even being dropped by their insurance carriers, all because they didn't set things up right from the beginning. That's why I am passionate about helping med spa owners not just make money, but we want to make sure you're protecting what you're building. So here's a short checklist to reduce your risk as a med spa owner. Review your business structure. Use attorney drafted consent forms. Document everything. Train your team consistently. Know your state laws. Carry the right insurance. And make sure you're setting boundaries and managing expectations. And if you're unsure about any of this, don't DIY your legal strategy. Protecting your business is not where you want to cut corners. Building a legally sound business is only part of it. You also need cash flow. And that's why I'm hosting the free 4-day challenge starting May 29th to help you plan your first or next 10K or more spa event. Inside, I'm going to show you how to set revenue goals. We're going to build offers that clients say yes to, market your event without using any expensive ads, and you're going to learn how to run the event day like a pro. Every day in the group, for those who attend live, we are giving away to one lucky winner a free gift card. And at the end of the challenge, one lucky winner will win a one-on-one coaching session with me. Make sure that you register below, that you don't miss it. You just have to join our Facebook group. So click on the link, come and join the Facebook group. There is a form for you to fill out. And from there, you'll get the link to the PDF so that you have a downloadable workbook to follow along with us during our challenge. It's going to be so much fun, so make sure you're there. You didn't come this far to lose everything to a technicality in your business. Protect yourself, protect your team, protect your future. All the things that you need in the links are going to be below in today's notes. The free 4-day challenge, how to get into our Facebook group, if you would like to chat with me on the phone. And if today's video helped you in any way, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I would love to have you comment below with one legal step you're going to take action on this week. And I will see you next time on the Med Spa CEO Collective.